Welcome to the realm located beyond both time and space. This is my Arceus voice. It is well that thou art here. I am that which humans call Arceus. Now I wish to know thine appearance. What do you guys think? Which one either looks more like me, or do you want to see me play with? As I get this Pikachu hat ready. I got this Pikachu hat from one of the Pokemon Go Fests. Well, the only one that I went to. I think I broke it though. Top far right. Okay. What is thy name? She looks a lot like Danzo. Danzo. Soon thou shalt find thyself in a world strange to thee. A world inhabited by wondrous creatures that humans call Pokémon. Danzo. Seek out all Pokémon, and thou shalt find me once more. Doubts thou willest. Whoa! Girl, here's my number. Pokemon Legends Arceus. Wake up! Oh, do wake up, won't you? Are you alive, my girl? It's ma'am! You gave me quite the shock, falling from the sky like that. But thank goodness you seem unharmed. Oh, who are you? I'd like to ask you the same. I mean, you fell out of the sky, you understand. Come now. Who in the world does that? I must say, your clothing is unusual. You wouldn't happen to have an acquaintance in these parts, would you? I doubt it. I see. You seem to be in a bit of a pickle. Might I offer some directions? Do you have somewhere around here you could stay? Nowhere. So you don't know anyone here, and you don't even know where to spend the night. And that's the last time she's seen him. Well, this is a proper pickle indeed. I don't want to see your proper pickle. Are you quite sure you'll be able to survive? I don't know what to do. I see. Well, no gentleman would abandon a person in such need. Woo! Woo! Plish Plish! Oh my, I'd completely forgotten. I had just caught up with these 3 runaway Pokémon when you tumbled out of the sky. It's almost as if they knew you'd appear here. Ah, but do you even know what a Pokémon is? Of course I do! My, that's a relief. Though you fell from the sky, it seems we have some common ground, eh? Yes, well, these 3 Pokémon belong to me. Mysterious creatures that they are. Oh yes, and what might your name be? Whoa, so you're called the Enzo. That name has quite the ring to it. I'd imagine it must have some lovely meaning. Means the belt in Spanish. Oh, but I do apologize. I haven't even introduced myself. My name is Laventon. I am something of a Pokemon professor. I'm something of a Pokemon professor myself. That is to say, I'm a scholar seeking to deepen our understanding of Pokemon. Yes, Pokemon such as... Oh. I didn't click the button there, even though it made the noise. Oh, blast and bother. My darling Pokemon. Why must you run from me again? I'm terribly sorry, but do you think you could help me round them up? I beg you. Wait, you 3, wait! There's a glowing, beeping object over there. Darwin, you said the end of this game balls hard. Now, I'm someone who's hip with lingo. How would you explain that to someone who's not? You found something that resembles a phone. It's probably your phone, but it changed shape. You feel a strange power emanating from it. A message appeared on the screen. I bestow upon thee this Arc Phone, and thy mission, seek out all Pokemon. Roar the Harmony said, catch them all, but said round them up. It's because they didn't have catching technically just yet. Yeah, it is hard. The final battle with the ancestor of Cynthia is pretty rough, even though he has all the same Pokemon. Sigh, at last, yet another miss. And then the Arceus fight is pretty hard. Ah, I'm glad you've come to my rescue, my new friend from the sky. I tried catching my little runaways by tossing some Pokeballs their way, but I'm not the best at this sort of thing, you see. I'd love to give you a go at it, but perhaps I should tell you a bit about these 3 first. It's okay, I'm going for Oshawott, I don't care. Well, which one do you guys want me to go for? Now, that one is Roulette. Roulette can photosynthesize like a plant, and apparently it battles using its sharp feathers. Woo! This one over there is Cyndaquil. A fire burning on Cyndaquil's back will flare up whether it is surprised or irate. Woo! He Naruto run. The Pokemon near the pond is Oshawott. Oshawott naps while floating on the water, and it can battle using the shell-like object on its belly. Splash! Oh my, I nearly forgot to cover the most crucial thing. How to go about catching Pokemon. Here you are, my girl, Pokeball. Throw these at Pokemon to catch them. You obtained 50 Pokeballs. Pokeball, mysterious ball that can be thrown at a wild Pokemon in order to catch them. These balls can be crafted by hand if you gather the necessary materials. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. Ah, but that won't do for an explanation, will it? I do apologize. Let me be more thorough. Now I've mentioned already the Pokemon are strange, marvelous creatures. What's so strange about them, you ask? Well, each and every Pokemon is able to shrink itself down to minuscule size. And that's where Pokeballs come in. Pokeballs are a recent invention, you see. Throw one of them at a Pokemon and... why, the Pokemon will shrink down and fit inside the ball. Comfy as can be. And with that, you've caught a Pokemon. I know we've just met, but I'm afraid I have no one else to turn to. I'll be awfully grateful if you could catch my 3 runaways. Now the proper technique is to take aim at the Pokemon and let the ball fly. It's quite simple. Though, far be it from me to say so, I suppose given my own dire lack of skill in this area. Man, you guys can never agree on something. Pokemon can be caught by throwing Pokeballs at them. Hold down the ZR button to ready a Pokeball and take aim. You can keep moving around as you do, so use the right stick to adjust your angle and aim carefully at your target Pokemon. Release the ZR button to throw the Pokeball. If it hits a Pokemon, you may be able to catch it. If you've readied a Pokeball but do not throw it, press B to cancel the throw. Oh. Oh, wonderful! You've caught a Pokemon. It seems you quite the knack for this Pokemon catching business. Jolly useful skill to have around here. Only 2 of my darling runaways left now. Still, this is most unusual. You don't seem fearful of Pokemon in the slightest. I can't crouch it. I can hardly believe it, Enzo. Incredible. You know many people fear to even approach Pokemon. Never mind catch them. Bravo indeed. Just one more to go. Let's wrap this up sharpish, shall we? Yes, I'm afraid that can happen. Pokeballs are hardly 100% foolproof. Give it another go, old girl. Oh, girl, am I your horse? Where'd he go? Sorry, I'm telling Sam to say in the chat which one she wants. Thank you very much indeed. Oh, what a relief to have them all back. You see, the 3 Pokemon you caught have only just arrived at the village to help with our research. They won't yet listen to anyone. And as I mentioned, they bolted from the village almost as if they knew you'd come falling. But I must say, Enzo, I was taken aback by how well you use Pokeballs. How is it that you catch Pokemon so ably when you've only just arrived here? No, can't help but think there's a reason you appeared here and now. Seek out all Pokemon? That object is an arc phone, you say? What an odd device. Could it be guiding you somehow? If you'll indulge me for a moment, there's something I'd like to share with you. You see, I have a dream to compile this region's first complete record of its Pokemon. We in the field call such a catalog a Pokédex. Yes, a proper Pokédex is a wonderful work of research containing detailed records of all the Pokemon to be found in a region. But in order to properly document Pokemon, one must, of course, catch them. And therein lies the rub, I'm afraid. Pokeballs have only just been invented, and not many have mastered the skill of using them. Enter you, a person with a clear talent of catching Pokemon. Your goal is to seek out every Pokemon, and mine is to have all those Pokemon caught. A situation ripe for teamwork, don't you agree? Come now, what do you say? Shall we help one another out, my girl? You've convinced me. Then whoever and from wherever you may be, I welcome you with open arms. We've a Pokédex to complete. First things first, let's get these Pokemon back to the village. Then we'll sort out your lodgings and find you some proper clothes and a meal and all that. Follow me, then onward to Jubilife Village. Nah, she answered the tie. It's roulette. I didn't mind all three of these. Cyndaquil was probably the only one I'm not a huge fan of, because obviously Totodile comes from that one, so... Thank you for your tireless work keeping us safe, my good guardsman. This young lady was a great assistant to me and my Pokemon. So I hope you'd forgive my bringing her into the village for a bit. This way, if you please. Jubilife Village. Whoops. The road we're on now is known to the locals as... Oh, you're talking too fast. The village was built sacredly 2 years ago. They're much... And since we know so little of the local Pokemon, people hesitate to set foot outside the village. I got that one. Now, the impressive building up ahead of us is the Galaxy Hall headquarters. Stop, I have the reading ability of a 3-year-old. Oh, botheration, I'd almost forgotten. I need to go and report that we successfully recovered the escaped Pokemon. Might I ask you to wait for me at the canteen? It's just past the bridge here, then to the left... The Wallflower, it's called. Your ARC phone is beeping. Somehow it seems to show where you need to go next. Use the minus button to view the map on the ARC phone. You can consult the map for guidance to your next destination and information on your mission and request. You also see guiding marks when you're out exploring or running around the village. If you're not sure where to go next, stop and look around in all directions to try to spot one of these markers, then head out for it. What up, my fine gentleman? Well now, aren't you awfully suspicious? The Wallflower's for Galaxy Team folk only. We don't have seats for outsiders. Move along. Do I sense some racism? Who in the world are you? And what's that bizarre garb you're wearing? A Pokemon could slice right through those flimsy excuse for clothes. For you to get in here, someone must have vouched for you. Was it Professor Laventon? Do you two know each other? He's from a region a long way off. Not the most reliable sort, though, letting Pokemon run off and give him the slip and all. 3 more of them got away just a while ago. If I hadn't been resting up for some Pokemon drubbed me with a move called Thundershock, I'd have corralled them for sure. But the professor, well, unfortunately, it's just as Ray says, I'm a clumsy sort of fellow, to put it mildly. Ack! But everything will be quite alright now. Enzo here has agreed to help us with our Pokedex. As in, she's going to join the Survey Corps? What makes you think that's a good idea? We can't just take in a mischief who wanders out of the wilderness. I'll allow it. Ah! Assuming that individual can contribute to the Survey Corps, that is. I'm the captain of the Galaxy Team Survey Corps. They call me Saline. I would imagine that's what it says. Professor Lavington has told me how you helped secure his Pokemon when they slipped his control, and now it seems he would like us to feed and house you in exchange for your ongoing labor. You look to be 15 or so. You're halfway there. Quite old enough to work for your keep. But we can't simply take on a stranger who wanders in among us. Among us. Sus. Without any idea of their skills or origins. Tomorrow we shall see if you can prove yourself worthy. Oh, a most reasonable decision, Captain. Now, would you care to join us for a meal? I'm sure you've got plenty of questions for our visitor. That's quite alright. I prefer to eat alone, so I might appreciate my meals without distractions. Aloof, as always, I see. Well, no matter. The rest of us can share a meal and some pleasant conversation then, eh? Benny, old chum, the usual potato mochi, if you please. But make it for 3 today. Wonderful stuff, Benny. Much obliged. Your potato mochi never failed to please. Where'd you find this stranger in the first place, Professor? Ah, well, you know of the great hole in the sky. The one people call the space-time rift? Our new friend fell right out of it. Was that a joke? Yes. No. Come now, I'm a scientist. My job is to observe and explain any and all phenomenon. I concern myself only with facts. Now, you already know there are many Pokemon here in the Hishui region. Sure, they're all over the place. In the grass, in the forest, in the ocean. It's up to us in the Survey Corps to study them and figure out what kind of creatures they are. Well, you know this much. Pokemon are terrifying creatures. It's all but impossible to know what kind of powers they might possess or what sort of wondrous things they could do. But that's where the Enzo will come in. She successfully caught 3 Pokemon. 3 of them in quick order, you understand? Nobody in the Galaxy team is capable of a feat such as that. This means we can finally begin our Pokemon research in earnest. That's really something. We count ourselves lucky when we manage to catch a single wild Pokemon while fending off their attacks. Ah, well, to be perfectly fair, the Pokemon that fled to the beach weren't on the attack. But the key to catching Pokemon is getting close enough to aim your Pokeball well, and it seems our new friend is fearless enough to do just that. Does the Survey Corps really have the leeway to be enjoying a leisurely meal with this outsider? Your captain just ordered 10 whole portions of potato mochi, you know. The slow progress on the Pokedex of yours clearly has her on edge. I'm sure we'll just... I don't remember the voices I've been doing. I'm sure we'll start to rein in the good captain's stress eating soon enough. Now have your fill, Enzo, and think if you make it into the Galaxy team, you'll never have to worry about a meal again. The team provides for all its members' needs, even if said members fell out of the sky. What is this, a book? I like Oak. I'm not a huge fan of... I don't remember any of their names. I did cosplay... Well, not really cosplay. I dressed up as Halloween. I think Birch. Or was Birch... Yeah, I dressed up as Birch the one time, and I had the little Mudkip Trico and Torchic in my bag. Alright, back to the book. It was quite delicious indeed. You're awfully relaxed about all this. You don't know that we won't get to have Enzo join the Survey Corps unless she passes a trial. Not to worry, I have complete confidence into Enzo's skills. Thank you. I don't remember what voice I did. Let's hope she is not misplaced. It is not misplaced. The Enzo, was it? For tonight, at least, we'll provide you with a place to sleep. You may use our quarters there. But if you fail to pass the trial we put to you tomorrow, you must move on. You will be expelled from the village to meet your fate and perhaps your death in the wilds. Captain Sit... I don't even remember what her name was. Wait. Captain Say Leads. That's not it. I think Josh dressed up as, I think Josh was Oak. Because he kept saying, what, Ash, where are my pants? I'm gonna do something quick.
It is usually said as
Celine. It is Celine. I don't know what I said earlier. I have this awesome ability where I forget things in 2 seconds. Captain Celine's like Hishua. In a way, they're both plenty harsh. Now, she simply put on a stern front to help keep us all safe. At any rate, I think it's time we turned in for the night, eh? It's a good thing one can't fall out of the futons we sleep in here. I imagine our new friend has had enough falling for one day. I fell for you. And with that, I bid you both a good night. Yeah, sleep tight. Still, people falling from the sky? That's some kind of story. Survey tips contain all sorts of useful information to help you carry out your survey work in the Hishua region. To read them at any time, simply press the up button to open the menu, then go to the help screen. Handy tips for team members. Don't wish your toils to be forgotten. Diligent record keeping will save you from such a fate. Saving your progress. Save your progress. Press up button to open the menu, then scroll with the ZR button until you reach the save screen. There's also an autosave function you could use to have your progress saved automatically. You can enable or disable autosave by scrolling to help screen in the menu, then selecting settings. Something I like about this game is shoes on, shoes off. Shoes on, shoes off. How does she do that? Rest until tomorrow morning? Yes. Yes, it's very classic Japanese home. The next day. Hey in there, you awake? That was some wild lightning last night, right? Anyway, if you're up, come on out. Watch this. Shoes on. Did you sleep all right? I know that's not easy in the strange new land. We better not keep Captain Saline waiting. I already forgot the name. Let's hurry to the headquarters. Here we are, Galaxy Hall. What'd you think? Ever seen a building this grand before? Don't give up. Keep those eyes open. The wild Pokémon, they were everywhere, attacking from all sides. I sent out my partner Pokémon, but against a whole pack, outnumbered. This is what happens when you go so far afield, but the Mythical Corps will put you to rights. Uh-oh. Do you realize that if you fail your trial and get flung out of the village, you could well die out there? Well, you might die even sooner than that if you have to take on this trial without a Pokemon to be your partner. Captain Saline, ma'am, I've brought the Enzo. You may enter. I forgot which voice it was. Let us get straight to it. If you wish to join the Galaxy Expedition team, prove yourself capable by going out into the Obsidian Fieldlands and catching 3 different species of Pokemon. Bidoof, Starly, and Shinx. Three species right away? But none of us have ever managed that. Did the stranger not catch 3 different Pokemon only yesterday? My trial should be simple enough for her if the professor wasn't exaggerating things, that is. The Galaxy team does not have the means to provide for all those who only take without giving. If you wish to stay, you must prove beyond any doubt that you'll be an asset to our cause. I will lend you one of our Survey Corps sachets to carry whatever you may need in the field. It matches very well. That whatever it is you're wearing doesn't suit our sashes in the least. Ray, if you expect you to, or I'll expect you to step in if anything goes awire. Press Y button while consulting the map on your ARC phone, and you can check the tasks you have waiting. There are 2 types of missions and requests. Missions must be completed to progress in your adventure, while requests are optional and given by people you meet. Pardon, Danzo. Come with me a moment. Now then, a jolly good morning to everyone. What did you need, Professor? In order to complete our Pokédex and, well, simply survive in this unforgiving land, Enzo absolutely must pass this trial. And as Professor of Pokémon, I've got just the ticket to help accomplish that. Yay! Woo! Fish splash! Go on, Danzo. Pick the Pokémon that strikes your fancy. With a partner of your own, you'll be able to fight off Pokémon outside the village. These little darlings are very dear to me, but it's plain to see they're rather curious about you. Well, my girl, which Pokémon would you like to keep as your very own? Hi, Roulette. Woo! Do you want Roulette as your first partner? Yes. I do like Roulette. He's cute. And with that, one of the Pokemon you caught at Prelude Beach for me will now be yours to keep. Good show. I've tucked Roulette back inside its Pokeball for you. So take it, it's yours. I just shoved him in there for you. You receive Roulette. A word of advice, my girl. Pay close attention to which Pokeballs are empty and which ones contain Pokemon when you're out in the field. Flash? Look at those 2 cheer on their pal Roulette. Or maybe they just wanted to help the Enzo with her trial. That could well be. They did go dashing from the village when the Enzo fell out of the sky, after all. Well, not to worry, you two. I'll have you assist me with my research for now. True. This place. By the by, what species has Captain Saline charged you with catching? Well, that's smashing. All 3 of these species can be found in the Obsidian Fieldlands. Let me give you some Pokeballs to use during your trial, then. Obtain 20 Pokeballs. These Pokeballs may be handcrafted, but they work a treat, as you've already seen. You'll have this trial cleared in no time. Let's be off. I'll show you the way to the Obsidian Fields. Meet me at the gate to your left as you leave headquarters. Hey, Rye. Thank you. This guy seems like a nice fellow. Oh, what a curious getup you have there. I can already tell you're quite the character. I'm Volo of the Ginkgo Guide, the go-to choice for any of your mercantile needs here in Hishui. I've heard talk about you. Fell from the sky, didn't you? Now that's certainly a tale I'd like to hear. Oh, and you've a Pokemon. You're certainly full of interesting surprises. Interesting, the odd and novel is key to any good merchant's success. So what do you say? How about you and I see how our Pokemon stand up to one another in battle? Sounds good. I'd like you better and better. What a delightful find. I've also heard about this trial you're to attempt. Let's have a quick battle to get your blood pumping before you head out. Though I hope you know you'll lose if your Pokemon HP reaches 0. Inko Guide member Bolo challenged you to a battle. Bolo sent out Togepi. Go, Rowlet! This is my favorite thing about this game. Oh, I love it. In my opinion, this is the greatest thing that has ever been added to a Pokemon game. Whee! You defeated Togepi. Battle decided. Moves, items, use them well, and the world will open to you. Yay! New move! It's always good fun to have your Pokemon battle, don't you think? And as they gain experience through battle, they'll learn more moves and grow even stronger. Pokemon sometimes learn new moves when they level up. If you want to change the moves your Pokemon can use in battle, open your shuttle, choose the Pokemon you want, and select Change Moves options. But so few people here have their own Pokemon. If only more people knew how to use Pokemons. At any rate, let me help our 2 battlers recover from their little exercise. And to you, my Skyfallen friend, I present some potions in thanks. You obtain 5 potions. A topical medicine meant to be applied to a Pokemon can be used to restore 60 to a single Pokemon, 60 HP. You can use them on your Pokemon whenever they might be worn out from battle. I'll be hoping that you're successful on the trial of yours. More Galaxy team members means more customers for yours truly, after all. Bye. If you can battle that well, I've got a feeling you might have your trial well in hand, even if it's more to do with catching than battling. Now, to the Obsidian Fieldlands! Whenever you leave Jubilife Village, you have to pick a destination from your map and let the guardsmen know where you're off to. That way, someone can come collect you if things go wrong. Hey, I hope you make it through this!
You're the Enzo, correct? I was informed you'd be passing through. Your trial will take place outside the safety of the village. Please take care to come back alive.
You wish to go to the Fieldland camp? Yes. Good luck shoveling, Darwin. It was 55 here today, and it's actually able to take off my coat outside. It's pouring all day long here. This is our base camp. It's where we start and finish our surveys. Now remember what you've got to do. You've been tasked with catching 3 species of Pokemon, Bidoof, Starly, and Sphinx. I'm curious to see if the professor's stories about you are really true. Oh, Professor, something wrong? Ah, well, you see, Captain Saline got hold of me after you left. She impressed upon me that I bear full responsibility for whatever happens to our sudden guest. She doesn't let up. How exactly are you supposed to help out here, Professor? To be honest, my dear boy, I don't intend to lift a finger. Enzo's talents are the real deal. She'll pass with flying colors, you see. So in other words, I'm still the one bearing the responsibility here. Not my ideal state of affairs. Let's just get started. You'll be more than equal to this, Enzo. Or did I say more than qualified? That's Aspiration Hill. Obsidian Fields. Look, a Bidoof! We're finding the Pokemon. Oh, he said too fast. You may be some sort of prodigy, but just in case, here's the Captain Salines taught me. Hold down the ZL button to focus on a wild Pokemon and keep it in your sights as long as it's nearby. This technique comes in very useful when aiming Pokeballs at a target or when dodging Pokemon attacks. Bidoof is a battle Pokemon, which means it doesn't tend to run away when you approach it. Aim carefully, let your Pokeballs fly, and you ought to be alright. Do I have the Pokedex yet? No, I do not. Also, how do you... Ah, that's how. Oops. Hey! Where are you trying to go? It can't wait. It can wait till you got the Bidoof. Go, Pokeball! One Bidoof caught. Now on we march. Oh, I want that apricot. Where are you even going? Now, Starly here is a type to run at the drop of a hat. Good thing I'm not wearing one. But not to worry, crouch down in the grass and it won't spot you. That's how you can get close. Crouching down, press the B button to crouch and make it harder for wild Pokemon to notice you. Press the same button again to rise. If you creep into tall grass while crouched low, it'll be even harder for a wild Pokemon to detect. As he goes and runs towards it. Excuse me. And that's Starly caught, too. I'd admit, I'm impressed so far. You told me what to do, and I did it. I forget to share another smidgen of wisdom. How to throw your partner's Pokeball. To quote Captain Saline's wise teachings, have an item at the ready, but want to send out a Pokemon, press X. Have a Pokemon at the ready, but want to throw an item, press X. The Captain's a real expert on these things. Then, once you've got a Pokemon ready, try aiming it for certain rocks or trees like this. Your Pokemon will hunt for berries and things, and it will bring back whatever it finds. Now it's time for your partner to shine. We've reached our final hurdle, catching a Finch. Get them berries. Yeah, it's such a shame. Like, this game, I think, just looks so much better and plays so much better than Scarlet and Violet, which came out after. There it is! Shinx! Shinx has an aggressive disposition. Did you know that already? Yup. That figures. Me, I have to focus on a Pokemon carefully to notice a thing like that. Once aggressive Pokemon get wound up, they'll knock away any balls you throw. When you use the ZL button to focus on a Pokemon, you can see how easy it may be to catch. The more arrows you see pointing up above the Pokemon, the easier it will be to catch. The X icon will appear above a Pokemon if it has picked a fight with you. Be warned, Pokemon display this icon cannot be caught unless you engage them in battle. Do not worry, I'll teach you the trick to catching them. You draw them into battle. Once you caught up in the heat of the battle, you can throw a Pokeball to try and catch it. You got a few Pokemon your own to use now, don't you? Take one of their Pokeballs and throw at the wild Pokemon you want to battle. Use what you learned in battle with Vulu. Get out there and make your last catch. It's easy to start a battle against a wild Pokemon. Simply throw a Pokeball that contains one of your own Pokemon at it. If you can see that you certainly have an item ready to throw and not a Pokemon, press X button. It will allow you to toggle between your thrown items and your Pokemon team. Shinx is looking around. Is it? Hi, Sphinx. Sphinx is looking around. That's it. You caught a Sphinx. Wait, did you really? You really did it! You did it! That's 3 species of Pokemon caught. You really are some kind of prodigy. You must have given Professor Layton the shock of his life. First you fall from the sky, then you go and catch all of your escaped Pokemon, one after another. I honestly didn't believe the professor's story until I saw you in action for myself. And here you are, with 3 Pokemon caught. You've completed your trial. It was all thanks to you. Oh, I said you'd pass the trial with flying colors, and it seems you went and did just that. Congratulations, Danzo. You've taken the first step towards seeking out every Pokemon. This calls for a commemorative photograph. I got to admit, it's true. You've got real talent for this. Well then, we'd best report to Captain Saline. Time to head back to Jubilee Village, eh? Like, this was the first Pokemon game to actually get me to want to catch Pokemon. All the other ones, I'm just like, I ain't gonna kill it. Eventually, you should be able to have Pokemon you've caught go live in the village pastures. The most Pokemon a person can have with them while out exploring is 6, apparently. Not that we have any who can manage that. Come now, you two, let's not dilly-dally. Captain Celine awaits a report at headquarters. I can't wait to see the captain's reaction. It seems we won't have to leave you to die after all. Congratulations, you passed your trial. You can hold on to that satchel. I must admit, you've impressed me. I set a high hurdle to judge whether a stranger like yourself could be worthy, but you cleared it. This is yours, the official uniform of the Survey Corps. You received a Survey Corps uniform and a pair of Survey Corps sandals. Get changed in the room you used last night. Then you're to report at once to the 3rd floor. Present yourself in uniform to our commander. This is your first official order from your captain. Oh, I was going the wrong way. Do you want to change your outfit?
Yes.
Time to put on the Survey Corps uniform and your Survey Corps sandals. Would you like to go with this outfit?
Yes.
You change into the Survey Corps uniform. Something I like about this game, I haven't gotten to it yet, but the Pokédex, in order to officially register a Pokemon, you have to like do a lot of, there's different things you have to do. And I can't remember how many of those things you have to do. Look at you in your Survey Corps uniform. Now it finally feels like you're one of us. But I do wonder when the captain decided to go ahead and get a uniform ready for you. I see you've changed. Regardless of your accommodations, you may continue to use the room you slept in last night. You may wear this as well.
Thanks. I'm beautiful.
Now present yourself to the commander.
I have been waiting for you. I am commander of the Galaxy Expedition Team. So you're the Enzo.
Yes, sir.
I've been briefed on your situation, including how you fell from the rift in the sky. Now then, let's see what you're made of. Face me in combat.
Try to throw him.
Yeah.
I had been thrown myself.
You got some fight in you. Your sumo needs work, but I do see some potential. Don't expect a warm welcome from everybody. Naturally, some will be slow to trust an outsider who literally fell right out of the blue. The suspicions among you might see your arrival.
The suspicious among us. Among us? Might see your arrival as a portent of disaster? Man, I wish I could read.
But you passed the trial that was put to you. No matter how odd you may seem, you're part of the Jubilee Village now. Dedicate yourself to work for the Galaxy Expedition Team and complete the Pokédex. But I warn you, Danzo. Pokemon are terrifying creatures. Keep your wits about you as you work.
The Galaxy Team's entry trial complete. I did it. So, the commander has also accepted you. But understand this, you begin as a no-star recruit among our ranks. In other words, you have no rank at all. Perform well as a member of the Survey Corps, and you will move up through the ranks. Indeed, you see, the more you add to the Pokedex, the higher your rank will become. And working on Pokedex will also, of course, bring you closer towards that goal of yours, to seek out every last Pokemon. Here, you will need this. You attain the recipe for crafting Pokeballs. The recipe for crafting Pokeballs from starch requires 1 apricot and 1 tumblestone. And 3,000, I don't remember what they call the money, as well. You will have to buy necessary materials. Ray, you're an expert at crafting yourself. Teach our new recruit what she needs to know. Yes, ma'am, Captain. Get ready for the lesson of crafting. Crafting means making items from scratch. That's right. Whether you need it in your survey work, you mostly make yourself. Some things you can buy at the general store, but it's good to try to be self-sufficient. This way, you can even catch Pokemon with Pokeballs we've crafted ourselves. But listen to me prattle on. Let's go to the Craftworks so you can try it yourself. The crafting basics. If I won't remember. What I was going to say is I should, when I'm editing it, do a counter on how many different voices I used. Well done, earning a place in our team. My name is Anthy. Anthy? Anthi? And I'm the local clother. The professor asked that I ready you a change of clothes. So here you go. I hope they fit. You received an everyday kimono and a pair of everyday trousers. I hope you avail yourself of the village humble shops. What I was saying, the Pokedex thing, you have to do multiple things. Like, when you're battling, observe it using a certain attack. Like, either you use it, or when you're battling, if it uses it, it counts. Catch a certain number, evolve a certain number. My hat fell apart. Hey! This way to the Craftworks! I'm falling apart. This here's the Craftworks. And that there is the workbench. It's where you craft things. Pretty self-explanatory, right? Yes. When you step up to the workbench, I'll supply your materials to make some Pokeballs. Call it a present to celebrate your passing your trial. And as for the money the Cap gave you, feel free to spend it however you like. Any recipes you get should tell you what materials you need to complete them. At the workbench, just choose what you want to make and get crafting. Go on, try it. You can use the workbench in Jubilee Village and the base camps to craft Pokeballs and other items. Crafting items requires recipes and the necessary materials. Yay! You made 20 Pokeballs and put them in your satchel. Basics of crafting complete. Oh ho! Now that's some fine craftsmanship. Hard to believe that was your first time stepping up to the workbench, my girl. You'll recall, of course, that Pokemon possess the odd power to shrink themselves down. With the Pokeballs we crafted, we can make use of the power to catch them. Also, that more Pokemon species can be duly recorded in a Pokedex. And on that note, here you are. You received a Pokédex. A volume for compiling the collected results for much Pokemon research. Professor Lavington continually adds to it with each report made on new Pokemon species. So yeah, so like for Oshawott, Numbercott, times you've seen use Aqua Jet. So yeah, I can't remember what the arrows do. I think you have to. I think the arrows make it level up faster, like where the research level is. But a completed Pokedex means you've done the research level. And I wasn't aware of that. And there was one Pokemon that's really hard to find. The berry Pokemon. I prepared this volume just for you. I hope it aids you well in your aim to seek out all the Pokemon there are in this grand region. It'll take plenty of research to help the professor complete the Pokedex. I've got to get going on those myself. I'd be all too happy to explain more about these research tasks I could use your assistance with. Come join me in the Fieldland camp whenever you are ready, my good D'Angelo. But yeah, I evolved it, and I didn't have its research level up all the way. And then there's a rare chance of finding it in a tree, and it took me forever to find it. Hey, excuse me. I couldn't help it over here. If you're going to the Fieldlands camp, would you mind taking care of these requests for me? I'm standing guard, so I can't leave my post, but I'll be here at headquarters if you want to talk about it. People who have something to ask you will have a request icon displayed above them. If you fulfill these requests, you may receive a nice reward. Hey, so there's a Pokemon called Wurmple. Have you heard of it? Yes. Well, you see, I was having a chat with Professor Lavington, and he told me that after a Pokemon gains a certain amount of experience through battling and the like, it will sometimes change its appearance and become stronger. He said it's a phenomenon called evolution. Some Pokemon can undergo evolution, which changes their appearance and stats. If one of your Pokemon has met the requirements to evolve, you'll be able to select the Evolve option when viewing the Pokemon in your satchel. And so I decided I want to raise a Wurmple myself and have it evolve. You're part of the Survey Corps, aren't you? If you catch a Wurmple, can you let me have it? There'll be a reward in it for you, I promise. Just get me a Wurmple if you can. That's another thing I love. Like, you have to actually click to evolve them. They don't just evolve on their own. I know Shink's ears are odd markings on the inside. But what were they? No use. I can't remember. This will keep me up all night. Hey, aren't you with the Survey Corps? If you catch Sphinx, could you show it to me? I gotta see one of those Mount Eyes. Please. I can't remember for the life of me what those ears look like. It's driving me up the wall. What did the Sphinx's ear look like? There you go. Got one of those Sphinx to show me? That's something I love too, is it shows all what's in your box or the cattle area. Alrighty, let's have a peek at those round ears. Stars. That's it. Its ears have that yellow cross pattern on them, kind of like a star. Can't tell you what a relief this is. Felt like I had a bone stuck in my throat. Only that my throat's brain and the bone's a thought. Thanks for helping me get that bone out. What did the Sphinx ears look like? I got 3 potions. Just help that dude get a bone out. Heading outside the village, are we? Stay safe out there, kid. Forgot how much reading there are in Pokemon games. My throat's a little sore. Also, I think I have to. I don't think I have this on my console. I think I have this on my SD card, so I think that's why it's taking so long to load. Righto! Let's get to it then, shall we? In order to complete this Pokedex of ours, there are a great many research tasks I'll need you to help carry out, my girl. The details of these tasks can be found in the Pokedex for you to reference anytime. Research tasks are tasks you need to carry out to complete the Pokedex. Each Pokemon species has a different number and variety of research tasks. Press the down button to open your Pokedex and check what kinds of research tasks are available for the Pokemon you've registered. When you focused on a wild Pokemon in the field, using the ZL button, you can also instantly check the research task for the species by pressing down button to open the Pokedex right to the page. Some Pokemon have some unusual research tasks, so be sure to check them out. You must catch and battle diverse Pokemon species and carry out plenty of research tests. Do so, and you'll gain research points and other rewards for your work. Now, there's one more nugget of wisdom I got to share, Danzo. Wild Pokemon may attack you at any time. When they do, dodge like your life depends on it. Dodge? Look, just watch me, would you? Then you'll be able to copy what I do. Here I go. Whoa! Do a barrel roll. See, that's how you dodge. Timely dodges will help you from getting hurt by the fierce attacks of the wild Pokemon. And that's key if you rather not end up blacked out in some field like I did. When those Sphinx got me with Thundershock, I might have been done for if the security corps hadn't come and saved me. But hey, no need to worry. You got me here to give you tips. I'll teach you plenty. And then run away. I'll be here. Bye. Now let's play a game. I'll follow it. Get ready for some Survey Corps wisdom. Focus on a Pokemon with ZL button, then press down button to open the Pokedex. You'll see what tasks you have for that Pokemon. Did you see that? Your research tasks for Bidoof include one about how many you've caught. That's right. Catching just one won't do. You've got to get 2, then 4, then more. The Bidoof is stunned. And then it's time to battle the Pokemon. Remember, the captain's switching wisdom. If you have items out, press X and run your Pokemon. Give it a try now if you want. Go ahead. Number of heavy specimens caught. I need some thick boys. And then you get... I think you get... Oh, wait, I didn't realize that my... I also didn't realize that my Sphinx up. Sphinx, use quick attack. Bidoof was caught. Something. Sphinx, use quick attack. Bidoof was caught. I don't know. Yeah. It's already gone. I already lost my mind. Just losing my hat. Times you've seen use quick attack. Yay! I forgot the captain's wisdom already. The press X. X. Press X. Switch. Is what it was.
No, don't look at me. Turn away, turn away.
Number of heavy specimens caught. I caught a heavy one. Jolly good show. You jerk. Like instantly runs away if I don't do a surprise attack. Or that's what didn't hit it. So yeah, it's probably just gonna run away. Starly's keeping up his guard. Starly's keeping up his scars. Starly is looking around. Oh, that leaf age. It's not very effective. Starly ran away. I keep pressing the R3 to crouch. Come on, turn around. Turn around. Yay! And get a Weeaboo. Jeffy look like you, no, I need to have the hat on. It's a natural button to think. Yeah. Or, like L3 is run. So that's usually the natural one. 2 for that. I don't know how fun this is to watch, but I am... And it also probably doesn't look like I'm having that much fun. But this is probably one of my favorite gameplay styles that I've ever had in a game. No! As the game goes on, more Pokemon will start appearing, like in greater numbers. And these like time portal things will appear. So like all like a Porygon or things that are like Pokemon that would only be in the future will appear in those. And they're actually pretty hard because all those are on guard and like instantly come and attack you. I just love it. I'm having a great time. When they announced this, I can't even tell you how many times I watched the trailer. No. Yeah, that's what everyone kept saying when they kept even the trailer is very similar to the Breath of the Wild trailer. Like this Breath of the Wild and Mario Odyssey, I think are the best those 3 series have ever done. Like I do love Mario 64. I do love like Wind Waker's my favorite Zelda game. Also, the other starters will appear in those random portal things. I forgot I could throw orange berries. Go get it, Ponyta. I forgot there's also missions to feed him. I got a Ponyta. No, don't be scared, other Ponyta. Go get that berry. I don't think I can pick up things that I throw. I think they disappear. Yeah, actually, it disappeared a lot faster than I thought it would. I'm very excited because they announced they're doing another one of these games. And this one, it seems like it takes place more in the future. I can't wait. There is a Bidoof in that tree. Good, Bidoof. Get down from that tree. You'll hurt yourself. Number of different forms obtained. There's different forms? Oh, I wonder if it just means male or female. Investigate the Bidoof that bothered the village. Method unknown. So I don't get anything for feeding you, so I wasted a berry on you. Something I love too, like how I was saying more Pokemon appear. I could just rapidly throw like 4 different Pokeballs at a Pokemon right now. Or at 4 different Pokemon. And I could catch all 4 of them at once. And I think that is amazing. Roll out. Roll out. Also, I forgot I already have the styles. So the styles, so strong style makes it stronger. Agile style makes it so I could do another attack. But it costs 2 PP to use. I thought I had to earn those. Also, I can have it so it shows me what moves are next. I wish I could see what I needed to do with. You defeated Bidoof. It's a downpour here. It's 55 degrees here, so I kind of wish I had some snow. I rather snow than rain, but I think it's supposed to snow tonight. Number defeated, so I actually have to defeat them. I can't just catch them in battle. And the research level goes up when I go talk to the professor. And also the pictures the colors fill in when the research level goes up. Fully auto. If I had more Pokeballs, I would. I also just realized I could never put myself on this character for the thumbnails. Or my face. This isn't Pal World. Wait, does this guy still have more to say to me? I want to have some fun. I know I'm laying it on thick, but don't forget to open your Pokedex when you focused on a Pokemon to check your research task. You just hold ZL and press down. Try checking the task starting next. Bro, I already filled out. One of your tasks is to catch Starly without being spotted, right? You can get that done if you hide in some tall grass. To catch him, give it a try. I'll go wait for you up ahead. Come catch up once you finish the tasks.
The more energy a Pokemon got, the harder it'll be to catch. If you battle a Pokemon and lower its HP, or maybe inflict paralyze with a move like Sphinx's Thunder Shock, should be easy to catch. Thank you.
I forgot Starlies were so hard to catch. Oops, I didn't mean to throw that one. I gotta feed you. Backshot. Also running out of Pokeballs. One of my favorite things, too, is it's got the run button, or I could just run away, or walk away, and I think that is hilarious. Oh, Weasel. Oh, Weasel. I don't know why, but I always liked Weasel. He's always one Pokemon where I never use him, but he's always one Pokemon. It's like, oh man, look, Weasel. Might be because he's an otter, and I like otters. And then another thing cool is, so if I have that Pokemon dealing with that, I can throw another Pokemon to deal with something else. I learned roost. The chickens are coming home to roost, Bobby Boucher. Oh, it ran away. That's mean. I just wanted to defeat it. Bam! I didn't get it. I don't know why I just got very pixelated there. I can't handle the water.
Around here, you can find a Pokemon called Weasel. It's got an aggressive disposition. That means if you try to hit, it'll try to hit you with its moves, just like Sphinx. And you'll need to battle it to catch it. If you take too much damage within a short time, you'll be in danger and black out. You can tell you're endangered when the edges of the screen turn red. Damage goes away over time, but you won't begin to recover if you're still being targeted by a wild Pokemon. If you take further damage after the edges of the screen have turned red, you'll become overwhelmed and blacked out. Speaking of which, your research task for Weasel includes seeing it use a certain move. You gotta see the move in battle for it to count towards the task, so battling is extra key here. I'm going ahead. Come catch up once you've checked off some Weasel tasks. Yay, made another Weasel spawn.
Number of defeated with electric type moves. Does my Sphinx have a electric type move? I don't remember how to look at my Pokemon. I only got Thunder Shock, so I can't defeat it with that. But his back's turned to me, so I'll just catch him. I don't like battling him. I'm running out of Pokeballs, so... You can throw multiple Pokemon.
You're doing pretty well for a mystery stranger from the sky. Here's the reward for keeping up with me. Your own crafting kit. You attained a crafting kit. A kit containing everything you need, or you might need for crafting, even when there's no workbench around. However, you can only use the materials you have in your satchel. You can select the crafting kit from the key items pocket in your satchel to craft items wherever and whenever you like. However, unlike the workbench, you'll only be able to use the materials in your satchel, and you won't be able to craft more items than your satchel can hold. I forgot there was an item limit, but you can get larger ones. Can't remember what you have to do, though. And here's a recipe for potions, too. You attained a recipe for crafting potions. Recipe for crafting potions from scratch. Requires materials, one Oran berry and one medical leaf. With a crafting kit, you can craft items anywhere using whatever materials are in your satchel. Oh, really? So long as you got an apricot, or apricorn, I think I was calling them apricots,
Apricorn, and a Tumblestone, you can make a Pokeball anytime. Apricorn? Or with an Oron Berry and a Medical Leaf, you can whip up a potion. So heal up your Pokemon whenever you need healing. Research going alright. You can see it, or you can see if you've got tasks ready to turn in on the Pokedex cover. I got 35 tasks to report. Once you got some tasks good and done, go check with Professor Lavington. See you shoot.